Welcome to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne will teach you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.
In this episode of Claim Your Excellent Life, we are going to welcome in the new year. That's right, it is January 1st, 2018. And what I would like to do here is speak about the things that few people talk about actually in life, because it seems like more often than not people want to give you the best stories of their lives. They want to make people think that everything is perfect. And the reality is, we all have our ups and downs in life, don't we? So 2017 was kind of a tumultuous year for me, actually. It was the year that I made the decision to leave California. I met some pretty good people out there, but to tell you the honest truth, they didn't, for the most part, seem to share my values at all. There's a big difference between Eastern people and Western people, apparently, even when you have a bunch of transplants. And one of the things that went into my decision to leave was the fact that the environment in which I was living was not very good. In fact, none of the environments that I lived in out there in California were really good, frankly. Each had their own issues, one way or another. And a few of them, it had to do with roommates being very selfish, and another, it was just the neighborhood was just very loud, and we had horrible hip-hop music playing during the weekends, so loud you would think that the neighborhood was a area for concerts. It was ridiculous. And there was really nothing that the police were going to do until after midnight to shut these people down. And my last experience with the roommates was not a very good one. In fact, it was a really bad environment. So one thing that I would love for you to have in your new year is a positive, helpful environment to live in. That would be a really good thing. The second thing was that I really wanted to create a program that would help kids with cancer overcome their cancer, or at least help them deal with the side effects of their medications, depending on where they were at in their own treatment. And that wasn't able to happen because I had other things come up in my personal life that were more important than me getting that going. And that's another thing. You know, sometimes we plan to do things, and for other reasons, they just don't come to pass. Will it happen? I don't know. Hopefully in the future. But 2017 was the year that my mom passed away, and that was quite a shock to me. I really thought she was going to outlive all of us, just given her general way of being all through her life. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't really planning on being there for that. Not really. But there was a really important learning there, and the learning was that even with someone with such an emotionally tumultuous life as she had, died with grace and dignity. And that was an amazing learning unto itself. Because of the expense of staying close to her during the end of her life, I wasn't able to move abroad as I wanted to, and that was okay. That's just the way life happens sometimes, you know? I started a master's program online, and I thought it'd be really cool because, you can do it anywhere. But the truth of the matter was, I didn't like the program. It was really, really fast. And I just couldn't do the work. Certainly not during the time that my mom passed. And after she passed, it was just really, really hard to get it together and figure out what had to be figured out to make that all work. So I dropped out. It's not the first time I dropped out of classes. I dropped out of nursing school as well, and I found something called Hypnosis and NLP, which I love. It's a much better fit. However, the nursing school did help in a lot of ways because I learned so many important things in terms of how the body and medications work. So it wasn't for naught. What will happen in this master's program? Who knows? Too early to tell. But for now, I'm not in it, and though it was sad to drop out, that's what needed to happen at that time. I just couldn't do the work, and it's okay. And the last thing is that I realized this year that I ended up where I needed to be. How did that happen? I don't really know. It just happened. As I said, I was with my mom during her last days of life, the last 10 or so days of her life, and I was there when she passed away. And now I'm with a friend of mine who was very, very ill when I came down here. Just spent some time with him, and you know what? He's totally turned around. He's doing great, and we both couldn't be happier about that. So I guess this is kind of the thing that needs to be shared in terms of life and things for the new year. If you're lucky enough to be present when people really truly need you to be there, and you can feel some gratification for that, that's a gift. That's a really big gift. Because what I'm learning more as I'm getting older is that it's not the really big deals that matter. It really isn't. It's the one-on-one moments. It's being present where you need to be for the right reasons. And I'll tell you, it's been challenging. It truly has been. 2017 was a horrific earnings year for me. Absolutely the pits. I thought I had other really bad earnings years. But with the help of friends and family, I've been able to continue doing what I need to do. And that's the learning I want to share with you, Sometimes we just go through hard times. And the more we just reconcile ourselves and be honest with those in our world, the more likely we are to be able to be helped. Because those of us especially who are out there helping other people, we need to be humble. We need to let the folks in our lives know what we need. Because we can't help others if we can't be there for ourselves. It just can't be. So for 2018, I wish you all to be able to be with people who care about you, and for you to be present for them if they need you, and to understand that life is kind of short, and it's not a matter of how many things you do. It's not a matter of how big the things you do are. It's the little things that matter. And sometimes those little things are really, really important things, especially for the people in your life for whom you're with. So never forget that. Ever. So let's ring in the new year, doing what we can to be present, alive, fulfilled, and contented. Because it really doesn't take that much to do that. Not really. It's just an attitudinal thing, actually. And I think gratitude, although overused at this time of year especially, but it fits. It fits for the things that work as well as for those things that don't work. Because sometimes those things just weren't meant to be. Maybe at that time, or maybe ever. It doesn't really matter. As life unfolds itself, hold yourself open for whatever there is to be hold. Because this is the other thing I can tell you. Over the past month or two, I've been in contact with 3 of the coolest kids that I had the honor to work with doing hypnosis, and I can tell you this. They weren't one of thousands, they were one of hundreds over 15 years of practice. And I couldn't be more gratified, more grateful to see the wonderful human beings that they're becoming. Really, truly. That's what it's all about. Go inside yourself, figure out what's important to you, concentrate on that stuff. And let go of the falsehoods, the lies, the exaggerations that other people play out, pretending that the lives are wonderful, because we all have challenges. This is something that I know, not only through my life, but through so many other people that I've encountered along my journey. Both friends and relatives. And, of course, clients as well. Be around people that matter to you. And do those things that make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Then you'll have a really good 2018. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time. If you have enjoyed Claim Your Excellent Life, we'd really appreciate it if you go over to iTunes and give it a 5-star review. If you have found Claim Your Excellent Life to be helpful to you, and maybe even life-altering with the information that we have shared here, and to allow us to continue this work, which we really do enjoy doing for you, you can sponsor us at patreon.com. That's spelled P as in Paul, ATREON as in Nancy.com. Again, that's P as in Paul, AT as in Tom, REON as in Nancy.com, where there's a few different levels of sponsorship that you can choose from to help us to continue doing this work. We thank you for any assistance that you are able to give us.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne teaches you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.